Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Let's talk growth and income stocks now, shall we? Let's do that with Alex Kolb. Alex is our growth and income stock analyst for Zacks.com. He's brought a couple of names here with him. One, Phillips-Van Heusen Corporation, PVH, the ticker symbol. That's an old line name.
Yeah.
Even I know that one.
A retailer. Does a lot of branded clothing like sportswear, dress shirts, things like that, footwear.
Right.
It is a retailer. It's not necessarily a discount retailer, so I was impressed to see this in the growth and income pick, but they pop up as a growth and income pick. But they've been doing really well lately. I'll start, this is growth and income, so we have a dividend here. Right. I'll start with that. It's yielding actually only 0.51% right now. That is above the industry average. It translates into an annual dividend of 15 cents. So it does good and does well on the income side. Mm-hmm. Fundamentally, estimates are up. In the past month or so, for the current year and the following year, estimates are up by 3%. For the current year, they're at 226 per share is the forecast right now, and for 2010, the forecast for annual earnings is at 250. And as I mentioned, those are both up. So it's a really good pick. Let me just give you kind of a snapshot of it here. And as I mentioned earlier, I did highlight the dividend. It indicates what the income is bringing in terms of income. And if we can also move on to what the company has done over the past 4 quarters, I mentioned that estimates are up going forward. As you can see, it's done really well historically here as well. On average, during the past 4 consecutive quarters, it has beat the analyst consensus estimate by 8%. And as you can see here, there were no misses, just one match out of the 4, and the other 3 were ahead of estimates. And also, I want to mention there's a return on equity figure here that stands pretty high up in the industry. It has a 13% return on equity. Mm-hmm. That's above the industry average of 10%. It also has a net profit margin of 3%. The industry as a whole is barely making a profit right now. So this one, the company kind of stands out.
I find it kind of curious that someone who, or a company that's tied as closely to retail as this one is, because they've been around for a long time, would come through as a growth and income pick. Right. But then I read down a little further and I see that the company also grants licensing rights to various brand logos that they own. So that may be where some of that money's coming from.
That's a key component of its diversification of how it diversifies its business, and that helps a lot. It does allow other companies to license things like Izod and Calvin Klein and things like that. Right. And also, just in general, the past few months has seen retailers do well. The economic environment hasn't been so robust, but retail sales have been on the rise. So that puts companies like this one, like this retailer, it allows them to match the requirements I look for when I screen for growth and income stocks. Okay. And these fundamentals that I just mentioned, if I can just show how that translates into technicals, the company looks really well. This has had momentum over the past 3 months, beating the S&P 500 as illustrated by this chart.
All right, and then the next one you want to talk about is Stepan Company, or Stepan Company, SCL, the ticker symbol. Company manufactures, what, specialty chemicals, huh? Yeah, chemicals, the kind of things you'll find or the chemicals that are found in cleaning products, and also even toothpastes, shampoos, and things like that. Mm-hmm. And this is another sector that has done well lately. This company yields 2% in terms of income. That translates into an annual dividend of 88 cents, and I highlighted here, as you can see. And let's also get right into the fundamentals on this one. Forecasts are bullish. Analysts are bullish on estimates. Earnings estimates over the past 3 months have been up 37% for the current year, and the quarters in the following year are also shown on this chart. As you can see, everything's going up in terms of estimates. And how do these fundamentals translate into momentum? I will show you right here. In the past 3 months, it more than doubled the S&P 500 performance. So it is on its way up as well, yeah. All right, do you own either of these two?
I do not.
You can read about these 2 stocks and some others that Alex has written about recently when you go to Zacks.com and click on the headline next to the growth and income stock listing in the upper right-hand corner of that homepage. It'll take you to his most recent story and an archive of some others. With Alex Kolb, I'm Terry Ruffalo.